art is whatever you want it to be. Is a chef's plate art? To the chef, yes. To the hobo on the street, maybe not. It's subjective.
Art to me is what makes humans, as cliche and dumb as that sounds.
To me, art is, as cliche as it sounds, capturing many ideas or even a simple or complex idea into maybe a tangible or visual audio, literally anything into a form that others can see or experience it as well. So I think art is basically just an outlet for feelings, ideas, emotions, pretty much anything.
I express myself in art by writing about me and writing about what I'm feeling, and trying to have the reader or the viewer learn about me through my art. And I write about my personal experiences as a way to try to connect with my audience.
As a journalism major, I've actually practiced my art through many of the shows that I do here at Emerson College for the Emerson channel in EIV. I participate in news programs, so I basically know how a TV studio operates, and I think it's really cool seeing how like everything works and how people have a passion for sharing news, and they kind of express it in this form that isn't really known for being an art form, but in my eyes it totally is, because everyone's super passionate about it. There's so many underlying emotions for it. So yeah.
My major is political communication, so from a brief overview of the situation, does not seem like art is something that is very applicable to me. But however, the art of rhetoric is actually something that I have found Emerson provides me a lot of knowledge on. I have it's given me lots of experience of the art of crafting an argument, so you're not just saying this is this because ABC, and you get to put in lots of flowery language to really bring it to life and use art to make it better.
When I think about art, how it's used today, I think that, it's used, in a disrespectful way. I think that, as we've gotten older, art hasn't really been valued as what it's really for. I think that, for example, when it's used in politics for the Trump rallies, you saw some pretty disturbing art that was, being displayed throughout even Boston that I saw, and that, a bunch of other cities I bet also experienced. But I think that as we're getting older, or I'm saying that for my own, as I'm getting older, I'm noticing, more like art that's just like, there's still some beautiful art out there, don't get me wrong, but I just think that, it's not like Da Vinci, or, it's not like, all these other artists that were great back in the day. That art is not, like, we don't have that kind of art anymore. It's more used in a disrespectful way. I think it's used to expose inappropriate things rather than to
celebrate,
enjoy the real meaning of art. That's what I have to say.